Have you ever felt completely lost? Like you have no idea what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to go, or who you even are? Well, in this video, we're going to begin to understand exactly why that feeling may be the most important feeling and might be the greatest thing that's ever happened in your life. Let's get into it.
So, when someone feels lost, usually it means that what they're doing is not fulfilling. Something that they have envisioned for themselves hasn't really gone the way they expected. And whenever you feel lost, it feels like something is wrong. It's a feeling of dread, of fear, of uncertainty. And whenever we have these feelings, we instantly switch into a survival thinking state of perceiving the world around us. We feel as if everything is a threat because we don't see logically. We see everything in a survivalistic sense. And the reason why, well, the reason why we have this is to survive. But the reality is that mechanism is outdated, and it's still helpful, but it's not actually what we need in order to achieve that goal. That survival instinct is only hindering us if we let it. Now, after we realized that this is just our brain telling us, like, for an example, let's say you really want to, like this video right now, if you really wanted to, or no, let's use a different one. Let's say you really want to start an ice cream shop, and everything in order to do that seems very it seems like you can't do it. It seems like it's something that is outside of your reach because you've never done it before. Now, this is true. It's true for your current self, but it's not true in general because you could become the person that is able to make that store successful. But right now, you're probably not there yet, and that's why you feel this sense of lost, or this lost sense, and this sense that nothing makes sense. Now, the reason why this feeling is actually not as bad as you think is because when you're lost, that means that you have the opportunity to be found. You have the opportunity at that point to change. That limbo period is actually one of the most valuable things that you could ever hope for, because now you're in a point where you really have nothing to lose because you're already lost. In your eyes, you said it yourself that you're lost. So now you actually just have to use that to find out what you really want. So now that you've experienced all this pain and all this fear and all these emotions of not knowing where to go, you can finally see things clearly. You'll see exactly it. This is not a guarantee. You may not, but the hope is that once you feel so lost, so completely unsure of what to do, you will feel so so much pain, so desperate. Excuse me. You will feel so motivated in order to find out what to do and what it is that actually matters to you, that you will actually finally do the things necessary. Bringing it back to the ice cream shop, you're going to actually find out locations, reach out to the cream suppliers. You're going to find out all of these little important details that you know are required, but you're scared of because you've never done it before. And that is the whole thing, that is feeling lost and not knowing what to do next, because we're living in fear and we're not making a decision, an executive decision toward what we actually are striving for. So really what it comes down to is just that we need to make a decision and turn this inflection point, this seemingly painful state of being lost, into and transmute it into a purpose. We need to transmute that into literally take all of it, every single little negative inclination or things that are attempting to keep you where you are, and you need to take all of it and feel it. All of it. You just feel it. You don't numb it. That's the whole thing. If you numb it, it's not going to do anything. And it's so easy to numb. That's the scary part, is that numbing it is the thing that your brain wants you to do, because it doesn't want to feel that pain. So we numb it through, XYZ thing. So that right there is the challenge of not numbing the pain, choosing to feel it, and choosing to feel those emotions is the key for getting out of that state of feeling lost and finally starting to get clarity and really make progress in the direction that you really care about, and not just what your parents are telling you that is the best thing to do, or your teachers, or your guidance counselor, or your favorite basketball player, whatever it may be. All of these different outside sources can't possibly know your internal motivations and everything that matters most deeply to you. Now, it's not going to be easy to do this. This is going to be a challenging process, because it's going to require you that you feel all of these painful senses, all of these sensations of pain. It's not going to be like someone punching or kicking. It's more like you internally fighting yourself, of telling yourself that this is not you. It's trying to hold on to your current identity and make sure that you don't become that new person, because then your current self is dead. In terms of, you know, spiritually dead. Not like you won't actually be dead, but you'll be a new person that your current self will no longer be. You won't recognize them. They won't be around anymore. You'll have a new current self that will still have weaknesses, and then that self is going to try to fight for survival. So overall, this is why, counterintuitively, feeling lost is actually a good thing. So hopefully that made sense, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you, and I would love to hear any feedback, and if this relates in any way. I know I've felt lost. Everyone feels lost at some point throughout their life. It's a very normal feeling. But if you look at it in a different light, that maybe you're supposed to feel this way, and that you feeling this way, maybe not, the worst thing, or something that you've told yourself your whole life is a bad thing, may not actually be so bad. So take that for what it's worth. Thank you guys. Catch you guys soon. Peace.